Okay, everyone who knows me knows that I like to shop. I do a little bit of dumpster diving in my free time, and I also love just acquiring stuff. I like maybe not so much technology, but I like clothes. I like new furniture, new artwork, just new stuff. I teach, so I like to buy more manipulatives and things like that for my classroom setting. Y'all, it's bad. Like, I have stuff that I've had since high school. Like, I was low-key hoarding things. So to turn that around and adopt a more minimalistic type of living was huge for me. And if you're anything like me, who's free-spirited, don't really like too much structure, this kind of hurt, but I'm gonna tell you exactly why it was necessary for me to do. Stay tuned. So if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Honeybee and me. I am Queen Bee. I'm Honeybee's mom. So this channel is more so about my lifestyle, mommyhood, and the food that I love to cook. Because, in my head, I'm like this master chef who can like throw down in the kitchen. So, I like to challenge myself with that. But anyway, thank you for coming to this channel to watch this video. Go ahead and subscribe so you can see more videos. I will be putting up more videos on my lifestyle, a lot more food videos with my daughter, and I will also be putting more of the things that I'm doing with her in homeschooling as well. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, or you just want to look at my face, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I'll be posting. I'm sorry in advance if you can hear lots of noise. They are fixing the roof on the house next to me, so I'm sorry if you can hear all that noise, but bear with me because my child is asleep and this is the perfect time to record. Okay, let's jump right in. So you might be asking, what is minimalism? What is a minimalistic lifestyle? For me, I know the journey to minimalism is different for everyone. No, I will not have 4 forks. No, I will not have 3 towels. That is not the kind of minimalism that I am looking for, or that I think will be beneficial to my lifestyle. So with that being said, I will minimize the things that I feel are deemed unnecessarily sitting and collecting space. Honey, we wash up in here, so we need these towels, okay? We're not going to minimize these towels, okay? It's not happening. It's not happening. So, let me go ahead and start. I got my trusty notebook with the four, I guess, tips, or not so much tips, but the 4 reasons of what made me think, maybe I should try this out. So, the first reason is it was impossible to keep up in here clean. Now, when me and my husband first moved to Texas, we lived in a pretty big house. It was just me and him. We didn't need all that house, but we also had a lot of space for all of our stuff. Fast forward, we moved and downsized tremendously to about a 900 square feet apartment so that we could allow for me to stay home and he can continue to work and all that jazz. Well, that means all of our big chunky furniture and all of our stuff had to squeeze into the smaller space. So with that being said, that meant a lot of the time I was just making room for more stuff to fit in those empty spaces. And it got to the point to where it was just like an all-day feat to keep all of our common areas clean. And it was just getting to the point I was like, okay, it's us making mess, it's our daughter making mess, and I'm the one who's doing the majority of the cleaning, and it was just too much. So with this whole COVID and the pandemic and everyone just being home and not able to go places, that gave me the momentum to start kind of decluttering and seeing, do I even use this? Have I used this in the last year? Have I used this in the last 3 years? Have I used this in the last 5 years? No. There were lots of no's. And there were a lot of things that I bought that I was like, oh, I might use this. This will be great. And never used it. And it was like, why did you even get that? So that was gone, and that was the kind of the springboard of why I chose to go ahead and do this. Like, let's do it, honey. All right, number 2 is that I needed more intention in my life. So if you're like me and you're strolling on Facebook and you see one of those, take a personality quiz, and I'm like, ooh, personality. Am I gonna be Ariel? Am I gonna be, someone cool? But this personality quiz was one of the Myers-Briggs, and I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll go ahead and link that name somewhere on the screen. Okay, Ennegram. I don't remember what it's called, but for the most part, I forgot the letters for the Myers-Briggs, but I know the name of it is the entertainer, I think that is. And for the personality, for that Ennegram test, it's number 7. And y'all, when I read that test, I had my whole life given to me. It was like someone was talking. It's like my brain came out of my head and it was talking back to me, and I was just like, that's me. Oh my goodness, that is so me. And it was kind of scary because even the negative portions of it, I was like, that's me. And in those tests, it just shows that, I'm very free-spirited, which I am, and I kind of move where I can seek the excitement. So I've always wanted to travel, and just like, I'm always telling my husband, let's just backpack, let's just go. And he always jokes like, if I die, I know what you're going to do. You're just going to be nomadic and just travel the world. And I'm like, yes, honey, I sure am. Like, I'm always like seeking that next exciting thing. I'm always ready to jump in feet first, not thinking about the consequences, not planning it out, like all of that. So while having that free spirited is nice, it also has a drawback to it. So I realized that some of that drawback with my free spiritedness kind of comes from me just trying to be more intentional. So I'm trying to be intentional. So how that works into the minimalism is that if I am intentional with the things I buy, with things I keep, I can have a more intentional lifestyle, at least around my home and with my possessions. So it's been 3 weeks of this intentional minimalistic living, and I have to be honest with you guys, I love it. And some days are harder than others. I pass that thrift store and I see that sign says 50% off, honey, and I'm ready to go in there and just shop. But I have to remind myself, because those feelings don't go away, to remind myself, no, we're being intentional. You don't need more clothes right now, okay? You don't need more clothes. You want more clothes. Or you don't need to pick up that nice coffee table on the side of the road that, like, honey, there's no dings on that thing. It looks sturdy. It looks like it's some good wood. No, don't pick it up. Honey, I'm probably talking to somebody right now. You're thinking, oh, yeah, girl, I feel you. Like, listen, I feel you. Do not pick it up. I promise you, you're going to feel happier later. So with me decluttering my spaces in my home, decluttering everything, like, I've been feeling like a weight being lifted off of me. I just feel more free. Even my daughter, I decluttered her room and her toys. Today was the first day I've ever seen her go in her room, pick up a specific toy or like a puzzle or anything like that and play with that by itself. Most times she just pulls out random things because there were random things with no intention in her toy box. So that's a reason why I was like, oh, this being intentional and choosing to have a more minimalistic lifestyle went hand in hand. And I was like, I'm loving this. It's hard. Some days I'm just like, girl. But the benefits definitely outweigh the negative drawbacks sometimes what my mind wants to do. And the third one which probably is like the most recent thing that kind of helped push me even more into this, is I felt like I was having a midlife crisis. And what I mean like by that is this year, 2020, I turned 30. So I thought, I was going to travel to like Europe this year, and I was really going to get those, those passports stamped this year, and my business would have been taken off. Shout out to my other page, Teacher Tamisha. You can go check that out for your kids. And I thought my business was going to pop off. I had already booked some gigs, and I was going to be doing some fun children's shows, and I was excited. And then, the COVID, Rona brought her tail up in here and decided to act a donkey and ran on my parade. So I felt like I was slightly having a midlife crisis. I'm like, what am I going to do? What have I done this year? Or up to the 30 years? Like, what am I going to do? Someone saved me. Like, I needed change, and I needed something that wasn't going to be a fickle change, but something that I could adopt into my lifestyle. I had already been plant-based the year before, and after almost a year, I was like, you know what? I need to change. Like, it was doing so good for me, right? Another thing on that Myers-Briggs, like, just getting bored and changing my mind. Honey, I know I ain't ashamed of it. It's me. I know the things I need to work on, right? So with that being said, because I get so bored, I'm always ready for the change, right? So, but I wanted this change to be different. I wanted it to be my lifestyle, and I wanted that change so that I could become a better me, better wife, better daughter, better sister, better mother. Like, I wanted to be better all around. So that midlife crisis, so to speak, kind of gave me another little push to go and be a little more intentional with my life. So that was number 3. Let's keep going. We're almost done, honey. Dance break. And our last point of why I went minimalistic or chose to have a minimalistic lifestyle is because why not? I mean, I know that sounds like, well, yeah, girl. I mean, there has to be a reason. Yeah, there are reasons, but again, like I told you about my personality test, I'm here. I like to try things. I'll try things. I will say this all the time. I'll try something at least twice. Like, I might not have liked it the first time, but I'll try it again, just to make sure, because I like trying new things. So I told myself, if it doesn't work, if it doesn't jive, and not that it doesn't work because I'm lazy, but it doesn't work because it's not a good fit, then drop it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? What? You threw away something that you didn't need or want or, use in the last 10 years? It's okay, honey. Yes, I still have my choir shirt from high school. I mean, my hoodie. Can I fit it? Currently, yes. Will I probably fit it in 2 months? Probably not, because I'm eating. That's another story. We'll talk about that later, girl. So those are my reasonings for going minimalistic or having that minimalistic lifestyle. I'm here to tell you, I love it, and it is possible. Baby steps. If you would like to see a video on the steps that I am taking to do that gradually, then hit me down in the comment section. Go ahead and go down there and ask questions. I am always, here to answer any questions you have about the whole minimalistic thing. If you need to have more in-depth I guess explanation of what minimalism is, girl, hit that Google button. Okay. You Google everything else. So Google, hit up some videos. A guy that I am following, I think his name is Rodney L. King. Not Rodney King, I don't think that's it. Ronald? I don't know. Whatever. I will link him down in the description. It was his video, one of his videos that I watched that I really jived with because, you know, I just did. So hopefully you jived with mine. But I hope you enjoy watching. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. I'll link Instagram and Facebook. I'll link them down below so that you can just click that link, honey, and come talk to me. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.